All right, guys, let's get going. I hope you had a nice Easter. Jazzy, why are you not wearing the Easter costume? I thought you would have.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so we're gonna find our wall, and we're gonna do our thumbs back one. So you're gonna step just a little bit away from the wall, really good posture. Make a fist with your hands and have your thumbs in, and then as you go back to the wall, you're gonna turn the thumbs out. So depending on how flexible you are, it will depend how far away from the wall you can stand. But try not to move your body as you touch the wall. Try and keep everything else in line and just move your thumbs to touch the wall. So we'll do 10 of these. And you should feel your shoulder blades squeeze together. Okay. And then the next one, I'm going to put our right arm up. You can put your hand down your back if you want to. Okay, and we're just going to push our shoulder blade up and down. So try not to move anything else. Try and just isolate your shoulder blade. So we'll do 10 on each arm. Okay, so you just push up. So keep the arm nice and straight. Don't bend the elbow at all. Just use the shoulder blade to push up and then set it back down on your back. And then push up, set it back down on your back. When you're done 10 on one side, you can go on to the other side. And you might find that you have more mobility on one side than the other side. Okay, and then we'll do Chris's favorite, our opposite arm swings. So if you struggle with this one, start at the top, okay, and we want to have one arm going forward and one arm going backwards. Okay, so we'll do 10, and after we've done 10, we'll try and swap directions. And swap directions if you can. Good for your brain on a Monday morning. Good, and we'll just shake that out. Okay, so we'll do one more round of that cycle. So we'll go back to our thumbs against the wall one, okay? So 10 of these. Okay, and then when you've done 10 of those, back to having your arm up. So arm nice and straight, shoulder blade set on your back, and just push up with your shoulder blade and then set it back down. And when you've done 10 on one side, you switch over to the other side.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, boo.
Mommy,
Mm.
now it's time for me to find the Easter eggs. Okay? So we go past to into my box so I can find some eggs. Haha! That's right. Oh.
Okay, take that up, and then opposite arm swings. Okay, so 10 each way. So Milo's favorite holiday is Easter.
Yay! Yeah, I found an egg.
So we are still re-hiding eggs and finding them again. Okay, and then switch over the other way. Good, and we can just shake that up. Okay, so we'll get going with our band. So we're up to our 1 minute of work and then 30 seconds rest. So that's kind of as high as we're gonna go. So we've built it from 30 seconds, so that's awesome that we've been able to do that. So we'll go a minute on and then 30 seconds off. Okay, and just a quick reminder of the titles. Sorry, of the bands. So we want to have our back nice and flat when we're bent over. Okay, and we're starting with the elbows bent. So we're at the front of the stroke. Okay, and then we're pulling all the way back. Okay, keeping our fingers pointed to the ground the whole time. Even when we come all the way back, we want to have our fingers pointing down. So we're going to push our wrist back, and you should feel your triceps working at that point. Okay. So we'll get going with our first round. So a minute of work. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go. And rest. Okay, so don't worry about tempo too much. Just go at your own pace. Find a rhythm that works for you. Okay, number 2. Ready, go.
Boing, boing, boing. Okay, Mommy, this time I'm gonna hide the in different places.
And rest.
Found one.
So just a reminder, try not to bend the wrists at all. Try and just bend the elbows at the front of the stroke and keep the elbows and the wrists
Well-
all in one plane.
Hey, Mommy, there's something behind the
Well, Bubba, no, put the computer up.
I hide in one.
Yeah, I know, but I'm working on the computer. Okay, number 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm just hiding them everywhere. Mommy, I found out. Right now they hide them in different places.
And rest. Is he okay, Desi? Number 4, 2, 1, go. And rest. Okay, so hopefully you're feeling your lats working and your triceps as you push back. Hopefully you're not feeling too much pressure on the front of your shoulder. If you are, then as you pull, actually think about like squeezing your lats to pull back, to pull the bands, rather than trying to pull through with your shoulder. Okay, number 5, 2, 1, go. And rest. Ooh, halfway. Okay, number 6, 2, 1, go. And rest. And 2, 1, go.
Okay, Kylie, you have to try to find those eggs. They're hiding everywhere. Kylie, Mommy, see if you can spot any eggs from down here.
Hang on.
Let's go and find those eggs, okay? Go and find those eggs.
Rest. But I can't find them right now. I can find them after I'm done working, okay? Okay, number 8. In 2, 1, go. And rest. Good. 2 more rounds, guys. Good job.
Why, I'm not for real. Like, I just
2, 1, go. And rest. Good, one more round.
My one more round and then you're done.
In a few minutes.
Okay.
Two, one, go.
Good one. Right. Sweet please. Relax. Some different. Good job, Dustin. I want to start looking at you. Oh man, in the government.
And rest. Good job, guys.
That was excellent. Well done. That's
Progression. And then you get lunch.
I was just gonna say one thing that I don't know if you watch the playback, like we're recording these and kind of popping them up so you can see them later if you want. But one thing I noticed with Kylie that's really good is that there's a very subtle acceleration when she does it, meaning, and same with your swim stroke, like at the top of the stroke, it's quite gentle and you're just getting water. And then the pace of your arm or the tempo of your arm accelerates out the back. And you can really see that with Kylie. So as you get more proficient with the technical side of this, which is a bit weird, right? Like you have to kind of pattern it properly first. So I'd rather you do it slowly first for sure. But as that movement becomes more patterned and you're more comfortable with it, then you can work on just having, a little bit slower up here and then an acceleration out the back. That be right, Kylie?
Yeah, totally. And I think some of it is me, like I just get into a rhythm of it. I count them all the time. But when we're swimming like this front, it's not until we're like here that we're actually moving forward. Here we're just catching water. We're not actually moving forward. So this bit's a little bit more gentle. And then as we caught all our water, we want to accelerate through the stroke. But yeah, you're right. So just get the technique down first and just go at your own tempo. And then as you feel a bit better with it, try and get here and then really think about pushing all the way. This bit is pushing all the way back. And a lot of people miss this part of the stroke. So they'll finish the stroke here when they're swimming. But that pushback is really important. And especially in open water swimming, this pushback is basically like your rudder. So if you push back straight here, you're going to swim straight. If you miss the pushback, then you're basically a boat with no rudder. And if you're pushing out to the side or if you're pushing over your center line out the back, then you're going to get some wiggle. So that pushback in open water swimming is really important and it does help you swim straight. Okay, so we're going to hop down onto the floor. We're gonna do our bird dog. So you're gonna be on your hands and knees. So hands underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. And we're gonna extend the right arm forward and the left foot back and trying to keep the hips as stable as possible. So we're gonna do 10 switches, so 5 on each side. So I'll just demonstrate quickly. So right arm forward, left arm back. So ideally we want to get our right fingertips in line with our right shoulder and our left toes in line with our left hip and try and keep the hips level. And then we'll come back to the middle. Okay, and then switch over to the other side. You want to keep the pelvis nice and neutral. So not in cat pose or cow pose, but that nice neutral pelvis. Okay, so when you're ready, 5 on each side, so 10 switches. So let's go.
Mommy,
Yeah.
let me feel. If you feel a little bit scratchy.
Do I?
Yeah, you feel. I can feel.
Okay, good. So Superman's, you guys have probably done this one before. So on your belly, oh, let me just pull the camera a little bit, sorry. On your belly, you're gonna have your arms forward and your toes pointed, and then you're just gonna lift up, count 1, 2, and then gently back down again. Okay, so we're gonna do 10 of these. Okay, so when you're ready, off we go. Hold for 1, 2, point your toes, and then gently back down again. Yeah, then when you've done 10, the next one we're going to do is 15 leg raises, double leg raises. Okay, so you're going to be on your back. You can put your hands under your butt if you like. Okay, and we're going to bring the legs up just up to 90 degrees, so don't come way over. Okay, just up to 90 degrees, so feet in line with your hips, toes pointed. Okay, and then back down again, just off the ground. Okay, and then up, and then back down. And if this is too easy or you want to add a little bit, okay, so you can come up to 90 degrees and just push your hips up and then come back down again. Okay, so we're going to do 15 of these. Okay, when you're ready.
Blah. Blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah.
Good, so we'll do one more quick round of that, of the 3 exercises. So bird dog to start with, then the Supermans, and then the leg raises. Okay? So on your hands and knees again, find that nice neutral spine. Okay, try and keep the hips level as you extend the right arm and left foot. Okay, and then when you've done your 10, onto your tummy. Okay, so arms out in front of you. Okay, and we're going to lift up, hold for 2, and then gently back down again. Okay, as you lift up, squeeze your glutes, point your toes.
No.
Good, and when you've done your 10, flip onto your back and the leg raises. Okay, so keep your toes pointed, legs nice and straight, just up to 90 degrees. If you want to add a little hip push up at that point, you can.
20 degrees, 20 degrees, 145 degrees, 6 degrees, 7 degrees, 8 degrees, 9 degrees, 20 degrees. Whoa. 2 degrees, 1 degree, 2 degrees, 3 degrees, 4 degrees.
All right, guys, nice work today. That's awesome. That we've able to get to a minute of band work. That's a really good progression. So we'll hold it there for now for a couple of sessions, and go from there.
That was great, everybody. And in the middle of that core stuff my son was doing, I told him he needed to have the eye of the tiger. I think that was maybe a little extreme. He just laughed at me.